Hey everyone. Um, you'll see in just a moment why I'm smiling because he's not on camera yet. But welcome to our Giving Tuesday live podcast webcast thing. We haven't done one live ever before, so this is fun. We have some panelists on the couch on the other side, so let's turn them on so you guys can say hey. There they are. Tell us who you are and your relationship with Wesley. Why are you here?
I'll go first.
Go first. Speak loud.
So my name is Annika O'Shea. I'm a sophomore here at App State as a youth performance major. My
Yeah, just wait. He's gonna goes right there, so I got to move the camera so people can see.
Who's on this right now?
Who's all? I don't know. We have one viewer. I don't know. I don't know. We got a view. It just tells me numbers. We have viewers. People can chat. I'll share with that in just a moment what people can do.
Quite uncomfortable.
Well, people can't see you or know what you're talking about right now. So let me pan over to
I wish I could see myself.
Ethan. There he is. Hold on, go back.
Why is it?
There's Ethan. Ethan, what are you doing?
I'm wearing.
During the warm-ups.
Okay, you're not. Okay. All right. Let me get the camera set back over here. All right, so these guys on the couch are here because they wanted to share about App Wesley. They introduced themselves, but before we go back to all of that, I want to share with you exactly what today is and why it is important for App Wesley. So most of you have probably participated in Black Friday. What's Saturday? Small Business Saturday.
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday. There's nothing on Sunday, is there? Cyber Monday. And today, being the first Tuesday after Thanksgiving, that's where we participate in what is known as Giving Tuesday, which is one of the largest nonprofit organizations used as one of the largest day of giving for nonprofits. And so many of you have already helped and guided, not guided, many of you have already helped and brought in so much fundraising for us already since we promoted this campaign starting about a week ago. And I want to share with you where we're at right now. As you can see, we have $985 raised so far from 22 supporters. And you can still give. So this was a 24-hour giving. It started, I guess last night at midnight. It ends tonight at midnight. So how many hours is that left?
I thought you were gonna ask how many hours it was from midnight to midnight.
Oh, what? How many? It's 5
10.
Yeah.
10.
till 12 tonight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, I'm done.
7 hours. We got 7 hours left of giving for you guys to participate in Giving Tuesday. If you are in Boontown, do people say that? Or did I just make it up? Boontown.
Yes.
You can go to the Pizza Hut of Boone tonight,
Yeah.
which has only been open maybe 3 months or less.
Even less,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
And so they are participating with Giving Tuesday for us, one of our partners. That sounds fancy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. It's not though. That's the thing.
It is fancy.
It's not fancy.
And so
We're not-
if you are in Boone and you want to have pizza tonight, because I'm pretty sure you're tired of turkey and leftovers and chili. We got tons of chili. We got people hiding off the stage here. You can go to, let me get this out. You can go to Pizza Hut in Boone, which is right there on 321 Blowing Rock Road, across from the Standard Apartments. And we have students out there handing out flyers. If you grab the flyer, take it in when you order, or if you've called in and you are picking up an order, carry out, hand the flyer, we will receive 15% of that purchase. So anything is helpful. So thank you for that. It is 10 after. We're going to check in live with folks that are out there in about 10 minutes. So we have 2 students that are out there handing out flyers, and we're going to check in with them live in about 10 minutes and see how things have started. And Ethan, you're not on camera. Y'all gonna have to scoot. Y'all have to squish together over there.
We're all
Like you like each other. There you go. That couch is kind of sinks, doesn't it? So y'all look like family. Get that beautiful.
I'll be there for you.
If you are, well, of course you are watching on Facebook and YouTube. I was gonna say if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube. It is who I'm talking to. And if you are an alumnus, you can send us a chat. Let us know about App Wesley, how it impacted your life and the ministry, and how it maybe is continuing to today. And then if you want to join this live podcast, webcast, is podcast if it's video?
No, it's a webcast.
It's a webcast.
It's a live stream.
It's a live stream.
You're live streaming.
We're live streaming.
We're just streaming.
It's a telethon. Yes, we're having a telethon. If you want to join, just chat that. Well, we'll send you the link, and you can just pop on your either on your phone or on your. People can hear him, right? So anyway, so let's chit chat around the table, around the coffee table. Speaking of Thanksgiving, how was your Thanksgiving break? Because we're only 2 days back from your Thanksgiving break. Ethan, what'd you go do during Thanksgiving?
I did a lot of activities with my younger sister, who will hopefully, we're waiting for an acceptance letter, but hopefully she'll be a member of App Wesley.
Not an acceptance letter from us.
Not an acceptance letter from us.
I mean, because we're
from
gonna.
the university.
Yeah.
She is required to be a student at
Who's Sherry Everett?
to come to the Wesley Foundation.
This is live. You know that.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Kennan's off screen. If anybody, is on.
You're
No, my
voice,
name
it's
is,
not the guest.
Juan Demos.
We just have to remember on our weekly podcast, we can go back and edit. This is not editable.
Editable.
Editable
Because
because
if you
this
say
is
edible, and that's like
edible,
You
yeah.
can't eat
he'll talk, but he won't come sit right
it.
here on
Yeah,
camera.
I'm the worst.
Continue. Your sister.
Yeah.
So she'll be graduating high school this year, and
Yeah.
she is waiting for that acceptance letter
That's
for
right.
App State.
But
All right.
got to hang out with her some, doing some stuff that we enjoy to do.
What did we do it for 2 months?
I think so.
We raised $105. But if you add that to our total of $985 right now, then our fall we've raised.
The sound
We're
like
over.
just turned on. Hey, Fred.
Oh, so it's
Hey.
We miss you.
who?
Fred.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fred, on the
Right.
app,
Uh-huh.
Fred
Yeah.
Bonville, on the App Wesley Board of Directors.
Nice.
Right. Yeah, he'll be joining us in a moment. So I guess if I turn just that camera on, you can't hear. So they may not have heard anything you said, Ethan. They just looked at you.
Oh, they didn't hear me
You know?
either. Perfect.
So I got to be here. I got to be here with you. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put myself in the
Split
corner.
a screen.
I'm going to put myself in the corner. So there you are.
Split screen.
All right. So you're going to the basketball game tonight.
Yeah.
And you're gonna dial in.
I'm gonna dial in at
During halftime.
We'll let you know how things are. I let sports in my emotions too much. So if we're down, you'll know it, and I'll let you know the score and everything. But yeah, hopefully we can get Yusuf on. Maybe some fellow Wesley people around us, get
Yeah.
some interviews going. Maybe I'll catch Coach Kearns. Yeah,
That'd be nice.
that'd be lots
Good
of fun.
luck.
I'll pull some strings.
Hey, can you get us an interview with the baby?
Oh, with Carlos? I can get us an interview with Carlos.
Is that what they named the baby?
Yeah, the baby's name is
All
Carlos.
right. Lindy, do you know it? Do y'all you know what this is? Yeah, the baby doll.
Yeah.
Are you going to the game?
I am. I'm supposed to, but the last games that I've been to, we've lost. Like every
That's
single
true.
one.
Yeah, you should not go.
I know. I swore I was never gonna go to another one. Then my friend was like, "Please go."
It's a big one tonight. It's Furman.
Why is that a big game?
It's just an old rivalry, you know. Private school guys.
And some people don't know. I mean, like we were in SoCon with them,
Yeah, we were in
and many years.
They're
So
pretty competitive in basketball
Yeah.
as well. You know, it's not as much if we were to play them in football, though, with the exception of this year. But basketball, we lost last year. They took us down last year. So
who
big
is
one.
the team? Is it Furman or no? It's Western that plays Carolina every year.
Western plays Carolina.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's never pretty.
Oh no.
Yeah, no.
Rhett, you're going to the game tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get there.
Did I just add that to your schedule, or like?
If you want me there.
Yeah, I guess I'm going. I don't know.
I mean, I'm definitely enjoying being here. Gonna go grab some pizza for dinner. So
Nice.
15% contribute.
15%.
But
We're gonna raise our goal. What is our goal for Giving
What-
Tuesday?
what should be
Our
our
goal is $10,000. $10,000.
$10,000.
$10,000.
10,000.
10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our goal.
So I mentioned earlier that I look awful slouched down like that. That I pulled some TikToks, like some worship fail TikToks.
Oh,
Is that okay, Rhett?
He said-
Yeah.
I think it's perfectly fine. I just forgot you did this.
So Caitlin Stoves she's off to the side. She'll be on the live stream here in just a moment. And a few weeks ago, Ethan has a newer guitar. What is that guitar you have?
It's a Mitchell brand guitar. It's like if you're familiar with Martin and Taylor, it's really the same body style, same build. They even use the same wood, but it just doesn't have the name of Martin and Taylor. So instead of paying several $1,000s, a reasonable $300 or $350,
Yeah.
around there. I'm real proud of that guitar.
So you lent your guitar a few weeks ago to Caitlin.
Yeah. We had some last minute switches with the praise team, and had a member that could not be with us, and so I had to switch over to the drums.
Yeah.
Where I'm normally a guitar. Caitlin plays guitar, and was already singing several of the songs. So we kind of put her, just moved her up. So, I was like, I don't have my guitar. I was like, here's mine. Just use mine. And that I've got a little funky strap on it that if held at the wrong angle, it'll kind of just slide off, and then you lose the back end of the guitar. Well, and Caitlin wasn't aware of that, so she didn't know to have to
That you know of.
hold on. Yeah,
I mean-
it could have been sabotage, but she wasn't aware of that, so she didn't know that she had to hold the neck of the guitar like a death grip on the neck of the guitar, so that in that case you'd be fine. So had a little tumble, but hey, Mitchell guitar held up, sounds beautiful. It's the same one that was seen just several minutes ago with the cowboy and bull costume on. It's the same guitar.
Oh yeah.
And she looks good. She sounds good. She doesn't have a name yet,
So
but it's she.
the reason I bring this, I found a TikTok where this guy drops his guitar during worship. I thought it was pretty funny. So it's only a few seconds. Take a look. I don't know if this is legal or not, but
Will our sound still be on while these TikToks?
no, it won't. But we can hear it. All right, take a look. So that was him, and so you can't. You all can see it, so we'll have to go back and watch it. But he drops the guitar and he just starts clapping, and we know that how Wesley works is that we can't clap. So that had happened here, and Caitlin started clapping. It would have been just great. So, well, I did not. Fred Fonville will be joining us a little bit later in the show, and he is one of the ministry leaders at Boone United Methodist Church. And Lindy, have you been to Firewood? No. Do you have any like gumption to go to Firewood? Is that something that?
Is that a word?
Maybe,
Yeah, it's a word up.
maybe I'd have to try it out at least once just to say it. And it's for a really good cause.
It is. It is. Rhett, you go to Firewood, right? You've been.
I used to. I've been able to go a lot this semester, but I plan on picking it back up next.
Well, I'm not putting you on the.
I know.
But I'm just asking. So tell us about what Boone does at Firewood.
So the gist of it is there is different jobs for everyone. Some people can chop, some people can stack, and then some people can go on deliveries. And those deliveries get to people who heat their homes with wood that are less fortunate or just need it.
And wood is very expensive.
Wood is very expensive. So these deliveries get made. They get free wood from the church and can heat their homes through it in the winter, which it's very brutal up here in Boone. And it's a really great thing for the church and Wesley and all college kids to come together because you can come and do your part, but it's fun to hang out and get the work done. And it gets a little chilly sometimes, but Fred likes to bring out hot chocolate and good stuff like that. So you have some fellowship, get some good exercise.
Yeah, I mean, if you show up wearing weather appropriate clothing, you're gonna shed a layer.
Yeah.
You know? You're
Yeah.
out there swinging a maul or an axe or
A what?
a maul, splitting maul,
What's a maul?
splitting maul.
I don't know what a splitting maul is.
It's
Is it like a hatchet?
Well, it's a little like an axe, but it's got a little more weight to it because you're doing more of downward motion because you're splitting wood versus like chopping down a tree. You
You
know.
could also use the hammer where you
Yeah,
put
you put the wedge in,
put the wedge in
and
and
then the sledgehammer.
yeah.
All of
that's
it, all
always
of
fun.
it's good exercise. And you're gonna shed a layer.
I think
so.
one of my favorite memories from firewood was my sophomore year. I was with Jacob, Justice, and Caleb Setzer, and Jacob goes, "Hey, I want to get this on film," and he goes to split this piece of wood, and he says, "This tree don't have roots, but I do," and goes to hit it in one swing, and it looks awesome.
Did he actually do it?
Yeah, he got it.
Oh,
it'd
yeah,
be
I haven't
funny
seen
if
it.
you didn't do it.
I know, that's what I was waiting. That's what I was waiting on. Like, and it didn't work. It was like he hit a knot and it like jerked his shoulder out.
I think it lined up a couple times, but he got it one solid swing, and it was entertaining to sit back and watch those two at work.
That was, you said Jacob Justice and,
Caleb Setzer.
oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, two great alumni. One is in seminary now. One is still working. He is in Winston now,
He's in Winston as a teacher.
doing some history teacher, I believe. Yeah, awesome, good work. And Jacob was at one time like a mentor or boss of yours, right, for camp ministry and such. So we're gonna have one of our student leaders call in a moment. They might be busy out there at Pizza Hut.
Hopefully they're busy.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's great is it was supposed to rain today.
Yeah, and it didn't.
Yeah, it didn't.
Yeah.
It's been pushed to like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
It's also just a nice day. Like it's getting in like the high 40s, the 50s. And stuff.
Yeah, not too cold.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we had a guy outside of Wesley today dancing for about 2 hours in shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Lindy, did you see him?
No.
Oh, it was
I did.
awesome.
I was in
He stood
girls'
right in the
night.
middle of the walkway and was like popping and
He was just like Tin Man in it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was like
Is that what
it was like a street
Robotic?
performer. It was
Yes, that's what I meant. In Robot.
Tin Man.
Tin Manning. That's what we call it, Tin Manning.
So Caitlin is over here, and Caitlin is part of our worship team. And so over these next few hours, I'm bringing you in because this video we're about to show is we have had 12 weeks of worship services. Tomorrow is our 12th Wednesday of worship services. And so we pulled a song from each of those worship services to share with you tonight as a replay. I'm not on camera. I'm just looking at you all.
Cool.
Yeah, in fact. So take a listen to this song is Your Forgiveness. Who sings that? Who sings Your Forgiveness?
That would be
Kingdom.
holy water. Is that?
We the Kingdom.
No, it's the one that goes, Your Forgiveness.
That's holy water.
We
Yeah.
the Kingdom.
Okay, so that's what we're going to play now. Take a listen to our worship team that helps lead us on Wednesday night worship, and we will be right back.
See you soon.
God, I'm on my knees again. God, like the sound of a symphony to my ear. It's like holy water, my skin. Dead man walking, slave to sin. I wanna know about being born again. I need you. Oh God, I need you. So take me to the riverside. Take me home to baptize. I need you. Oh God, I need you. Your forgiveness is like sweet, sweet honey on my lips. Like the sound of a symphony to my ears. It's like holy water on my skin. I don't wanna abuse your grace. God, I need it every day. It's the only thing that ever really makes me wanna change. I don't wanna abuse your grace. God, I need it every day. It's the only thing that ever really makes me wanna change. I don't wanna abuse your grace. God, I need it every day. It's the only thing that ever really makes me wanna change. Your forgiveness is like sweet, sweet honey on my lips. Like the sound of a symphony to my ears. It's like holy water.
It's on YouTube. and things. All right, welcome back. So we're back, and because hold on, let me.
Oh wait, it's your parents. Let's go. Hello, Justin's mom and dad.
Yeah.
So all right, so here we have. I want to move my face over here so you all can be seen. All right, so we have Jane, Jane and Garrett are with us live from Pizza Hut. So how are things out there right now?
Things are pretty well. Doing
Going well. We've had some good customers come in. In the future, that they won't want us standing out here doing it, but that first time, it's okay.
So everyone come on out to Pizza Hut and we will get 15% of your order tonight.
Yeah.
Wait, so they don't want us standing at Pizza Hut?
No,
No.
but they said it's okay for tonight. Nice. They didn't really. Yeah.
They told us. Okay.
Right.
Well,
Pizza Hut on the phone.
yeah, I mean,
You have to go through like 4 different things to get a hold of
Hey, well, manager.
can you hear the other crew on the couch?
Yeah.
So
The
what they
intention
do
is-
come out and we're like, what are you doing?
I mean, it wasn't anything bad, but they just didn't really realize we'd be people that weren't part of our group or that we didn't necessarily invite, because their whole thing is that we're more people come buy stuff when we're just like poaching the people that are already coming anyways.
So this might be our last
No,
fundraiser with Pizza Hut.
No, they said they were totally fine. Take that.
Here, you go, Garrett.
They're handing out something. They're doing their work.
Yeah.
They're doing their work.
And so
Ethan's headed out because he's got some pizza over here that just came up.
yeah, so we are handing it out in the drive-through.
Just gotta drive through. Order.
And
All right. We will let you guys go do your work. Thank you for taking the brunt of that conversation.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was
wasn't
totally.
bad.
Yeah,
They
they're
were
extremely
nice.
nice, and they did work too. So that's all good.
Nice. Well, thanks for calling in, and we'll text us if anything else happens.
We
we
will.
will. And
Bye.
we'll be there later.
Yeah, we'll.
Yeah, you'll be on the couch in a little bit. All right, we'll see you back here. All right, bye. All right, so y'all are hiding behind the Pizza Hut box. That
Do a little promo here.
well, I mean, I guess we should. I guess we're doing our fundraiser wrong. I don't know.
So we've got a.
Scoot over.
Tell me when I'm good.
Keep going.
Here, I'm gonna move me over here. Wait.
Get out of the way.
All right, scoot over. Just Rhett, move, Rhett.
I'm trying.
Tilt it upwards so you can see the pizza more.
I'm trying not to dump the pizza in the floor.
Okay. All right, there we go. There
All
we
right.
go.
So here we've got the Pizza Hut big box.
Wait, I thought it had 3 drawers.
Well, that one's like $30.
Oh,
This
okay.
one for $14.99, you get a medium pan pizza with 1 topping, pepperoni, of course, classic, cheese sticks, and cinnamon sticks for $14.99.
So that means that we got like $2.
That means you got $2 from us. So
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Ethan and
I think we'll
Ashley.
get a lot more since we're standing outside of the franchise. But
I swore, like, I'm not making this up. I'm really not making this up. I swore that the whole thing was that we could hand the flyers out at the restaurant, but you know, maybe I'm wrong. All right, y'all. It's 5:30, and we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back in about 2 minutes. All right, welcome back to the 5:30 half hour of our podcast. We're about 7 minutes behind, but that's all good. It's totally fine because we're here till 8 o'clock. We got a few folks over here eating their what's it called again?
Food.
The big box.
Big box from Bob and it's Pizza Hut.
Pizza. It's from Pizza Hut, not Mama John's.
Pizza John's.
So we have a few new faces here on the couch, from left to right. Hey, Aaliyah, tell us who you are and what you do here at Wesley. Why you're here with us?
Hi, I'm Aaliyah. I've been here at Wesley since my freshman year, and I'm the co-president.
A co-president.
I'm sorry, a co-president.
The co-pastor.
I'm the
The
co.
co-pastor.
Right. I should have pulled that clip. I didn't pull that clip.
I have it screen videoed or whatever that is.
Screen recorded?
Yes, that thing.
Well,
But
maybe.
we don't have to share it. That's okay.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry.
You can go back in the lives and watch it though.
That's true. What day? What day was that? 2 Wednesdays ago? 3 Wednesdays ago? Yeah.
Something like that.
All right. Thank you, Aaliyah. You're wearing your new shirt, sweatshirt tonight.
It's really comfy, and I get to represent Wesley too.
That's nice. Oh, does it all match?
I just have white shoes.
Oh. And who's this?
Oh, I'm Hope.
Hey, Hope. You want to share anything else? Are you planning to have pizza tonight at the Hut?
Yeah, after basketball.
No one out pizzas the Hut. And who are you?
So, why do you keep saying that? I don't know.
So-
I'm nervous.
There's no reason to be nervous.
And I don't do anything in my sleep. I'm kidding.
She doesn't do anything in her sleep?
At West Coast.
Oh, I thought she said, I didn't hear Wesley. I didn't know if there was a little tiff happening between you and Hope, since y'all are roommates and such. No, that's it. We were talking earlier, these ladies over here have already answered the question, but we were just chit-chatting. Did we make it all the way around the couch about Thanksgiving?
No.
We never made it all the way around the couch.
No.
All right, so let me start with Lindy because she was next in line. Lindy, how was Thanksgiving for you?
It was really good. We hosted this year, so yeah.
Is that a big thing, like a lot of folks?
Pretty good number.
Yeah.
Say 20 to 30. Yeah. Maybe. My mom and dad were in a competition of turkeys because my dad smoked one and my mom baked one. So dad was the turkey.
Which one won?
I think my dad won. But
You said he smoked the turkey?
yeah.
Nice. Did you make any sides or anything? Did you do any?
I helped. Yeah.
Well, nice. Thank you, Lindy. Lindy, you're a senior.
I'm technically a junior, but I'll graduate a semester early. So I'll be a senior next semester initially.
Got it. Nice. And Carol, how was your Thanksgiving?
Well, Justin, I'm glad you asked. My Thanksgiving was good. I was not home for Thanksgiving. I was actually with my mom and my grandfather in a small town in Virginia that we all know as Chase City.
Chase City.
Yes.
What is let's see. If I were to go to Chase City, what is one thing I would need to do there? Does anybody go to Chase City in particular for something?
Yes. So Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Is there like a store or a restaurant that Chase City's known for?
So Chase City is a small town in Virginia. So we have about 3 or 4 stores. But if you want to go to a grocery store, there's one there. But if you're wanting to go to South Hill or South Boston, there are also a few there. But yeah, Chase City is a small town in Virginia, like I said. But if you want to do something special, then our 3 surrounding areas are South Hill, South Boston, and technically Farmville.
Okay. Well, nice. I'm glad you had a good time and a safe trip. Aaliyah, you did something special during Thanksgiving. You posted it on Facebook.
I shot this really cool deer. He is like a spike on this side and he has a nice rack on this side. He's a 6-point. He's real cool. So funny story. I shot him on my mom's birthday, and when my mom was born, it was the opening day of hunting season in Pennsylvania, and my grandpa at that point the men weren't allowed to be in the delivery room or something like that. And so he was raising Cain. Was like, I just want to see my daughter. And he was like, if you will just let me see her, I will leave you alone. And they let him see my mom. And then he left and went hunting and then shot a deer that day. So it's a fun little book.
Nice. Nice. Well, what do you plan to do with it? What happens to it?
I'm just doing just getting the skull of it and just cleaning it up. That'd be cool.
What do you do with the rest of it?
Well, I mean, we took the meat.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're gonna, yeah.
Do you know somebody like in town that processes that, or
We
how's
do
that?
it. Well, not me specifically. I go with one of my parents' friends, and he does it. So I go and help.
You killed Bambi.
No, he was not Bambi. He was like 4 years old. Sad.
And you had pizza tonight. What'd you get?
I had the cheesy breadsticks.
I love their cheese sticks. They're really good. Hope, how was your giving thanks?
It was good. It was just my parents, my brother, and my grandma, so it was small. I kind of like small gatherings, I guess, so it was nice. We did have fun with the oven, though. My parents bought a new oven because the other one wasn't working, and we cooked an appetizer in it the morning of Thanksgiving, and then when they went to go put the turkey and the dressing in the oven, it decided it didn't want to preheat, and so our meal got pushed back by 2 hours because we were trying to figure out how to get the oven to preheat. But we got it. The turkey was good, but that was fun.
Did y'all do a whole turkey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom makes soup with it afterwards. So.
Oh, yeah, smart. Hey, Caitlin. What's up?
So that 4 times.
Anyway, thank you for making my word tracker. It was your general, typical Thanksgiving day. Turkey, all the fixins, football, chocolate pecan pie from Cracker Barrel.
Chocolate pecan pie is really
Best thing
good.
ever.
It's really good. You know, it's just however it happens. Yeah, however it comes out.
Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice. So we have another. Where did it go? Oh, so Aaliyah, you I was your pastor for 2.5 years in the Bellwood community and then you came here, and now you're a part of the Wesley ministry. What is it that you say I did in Bellwood?
He would have these really, really long prayers. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but 15 minutes is really long.
There's no way.
And the funny part is he doesn't know that he did it. If you asked anybody at that Bellwood Charge, they would be like, oh yeah, he had really long prayers. I remember we were in confirmation class, and Gus Willis said, I tried you one time, and it was 12 minutes.
There was no way.
Yes.
Anyway, we won't argue on the webcast.
I mean, you make sure you got everybody on the list, so hit every point.
So I found a TikTok that this pastor's praying. These are worship bell TikToks that I'm sharing on our thing tonight. And this pastor is praying, and something happens with one of the guitar chords or something, and so it's really fun. Take a listen.
Hearts, with all of our soul, with all of our mind, that we'll be reminded, Lord, of your love.
That's like when we were at Boone UMC the other week. Well, at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And the dog started barking, and no one knew that the dog was there because it was
Right.
a carrier, and so it barked, and we all turned around, and it was in the middle of a sermon, and Fred was just like, We welcome people and creatures of all kinds.
Speaking of worship incidents, Ethan, behind the curtain, sir.
Oh, what?
Ethan Ballard, what would you say is the most memorable worship incident?
Oh man, we'll come back. We'll come back.
Are you
to
gonna-
G. Do you
you
have
gonna
one
think
on top
about
of your
it?
head?
Well, off the top of my head, I know your guitar string busted and about slapped you in the face.
Oh, that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Actually.
That was scary.
Oh, well,
The smoke screen was a fun.
thanks for that.
Oh yeah,
That
and
was really cool.
that was a good one
The
where
smoke screen.
we set up the the fog machine.
Oh, this was during rehearsal,
Yeah, it
right?
was during rehearsal. We set up the fog machine quietly behind one of our vocalists and set it off in the middle of like one of her songs and smoked up the whole stage. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, that guitar string. It was
Yeah.
like the.
But he didn't slap you. You just changed guitars,
it,
didn't
it
you?
got me across the hand pretty good.
Oh yeah.
And it got like first drum just broke and lashed
played
across
last
my hand
song.
pretty good.
Without a bottom string.
Yeah, and I played a song without a bottom string.
Well, I'm going to show the. We're going to go to a video here in a second of worship. Speaking of that, we're going to highlight a moment, one of the music moments. But right now, I just wanted to update you on our numbers. We're at $1,085 with 24 supporters. And if you want to share this video or you want to share this link or a way to give, or if you have already given, we thank you for that. Our goal, of course, is $10,000. We set a high goal, right? And that's to help our annual ministry fund. And I guess we are 50 minutes into this, and I probably should have stated this at the beginning of the webcast, but
We don't even know that they could hear you. So
right, that's true. So our annual budget here. Our annual budget is around $164,000, and that goes to facility maintenance. That goes to the Firm Foundation building project, which was completed in March of 2021, where we did a big renovation. That goes to help pay off that loan, which is a 15-year loan. We pay $2,000 a month. We got about 13 years left to pay on that. So we want to get that taken care of. And if you haven't been back to Wesley to see those renovations, please come back. We'd love to share that with you. It also goes to pay for all of the ministry items that are needed, the programming and retreats, beach retreat, fall retreat, winter retreat. We're right now planning for February a men's and women's group retreat. And so these funds help to support our students to go on these things, and it doesn't cost them so much out of pocket. And we are able to offer scholarships and such for these ministry items. It also, we get most of our funding from the Western North Carolina Annual Conference, and they grant us through the Board of Higher Education and Ministry from the conference. They grant us money for each year. We receive that on a monthly basis. And then we are so thankful for our community churches here in Boone and all across the Western North Carolina Conference who support us financially. Not only financially, but I want to bring these guys. I'm going to take down this screen. I want to bring you guys back on camera. Tell us about some of the ways, I'm going to put you all on the spot. Tell us about some of the ways in which our local churches support us most heavily. What comes to mind? And I totally did something again where I turned myself off and they didn't hear that. They just saw you talking.
Okay.
But share it again. What is it that some of our local churches and community folks help us with?
Lots of our local churches support us in the Monday night meals where they donate and make and provide food for us. I think the last couple of weeks have been donated and they're always really good. It's a nice, we call it like a home cooked meal. So we don't have to go to the dining hall on Monday nights, or spend money to go out to eat, or even make it. But yeah, it's just a great ministry. We have a great turnout for that, and we really enjoy it and appreciate all the donations and just being able to have that Monday night meal.
Yeah, it costs around in our budgeting. It costs around about $600-700 a semester to prepare Monday night meals, and so we are so thankful for our local churches that contribute the meal itself, and that helps us to save on our budget. The next thing in our budget is called the annual ministry fund, and it is our goal every year to raise $20,000 outside of the grants that are given to us and from our local churches. And so that's why our goal for tonight is $10,000, is because we have raised $10,000 over this past year. Well, we're in November, the last 10 months, we have raised $10,000. And so we just wanted to do our best to maybe cap that off as we head into the end of the year here, and help our annual ministry fund. And so we thank you, all donations, small, large, whatever it is, are great contributions because they go to help this ministry here. They go to ministry. They do not go to anything else. 100% of it goes to help facilitate the ministry and programming of App Wesley, which, do y'all know our mission statement? Do y'all know the mission statement?
Yes. Yes. Juston.
Hold on. Did anybody else know it?
I think not by
I know
far.
pieces of it.
You know pieces of
I
it.
couldn't recite the whole thing perfectly. I know
Right.
pieces of it.
Wait.
No, that's like a motto. To live, love. No.
Wait,
No.
Andrew's cheating.
You can't look it up.
Live.
Lindy, do you know the mission statement?
No, I think I've seen it on our page.
Is that the
Is it
second
the-
Timothy 8:11?
Yeah.
No, that's our year
No,
theme.
that's our theme. Is it the thing on the shirt?
Nope, that's our year theme.
Trust in
It's-
God,
I
we
know.
don't trust
We
you.
know the
We
theme.
look pretty bad right now. I don't know this.
Y'all, it's on the wall every
It's
time
the
you
thing,
walk in.
It's talking about
Love, share, grow.
the
No.
gist is to
Make disciples of Jesus
make
Christ.
this, and through campus ministry at Appalachian State University.
Yo, it's on the canvas right at the in the foyer.
You think we read the
It's above the here.
Oh, that?
The I think if it was
I
a
know a pretty good
snake,
gist.
it'd have been on.
Live, love, laugh.
Oh well.
I'm right on.
Yeah. So anyway, as we head into the end of our first,
Share it now that you.
y'all did.
Oh, okay.
The mission statement of the Wesley Foundation is to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world through campus ministry. Very simple. You can say it in one sentence. That's the best mission statement you can have.
See?
Anything longer than one sentence, people can't memorize and people won't care. So we want you to help us make disciples here at our community of App State. And so as we head into the end of our first hour of our webcast, we're going to take a look at the song "In the Waiting." Is that the title of the song?
No.
What's the title?
You don't know any of these songs.
I just wrote it down as the first line of what New Wine. So take a listen to one of our worship songs from this past year, New Wine.
Every time I tried to make it on my own, every time I tried to stand and start to fall, and all those lonely roads that I traveled on, there was Jesus. When the life I built came crashing to the ground, when the friends I had were nowhere to be found, and I couldn't see it then, but I can see it now. There was Jesus. In the waiting, in the searching, in the healing and the hurting, like a blessing buried in the broken pieces. Every minute, every moment is where I've been and where I'm going. In the for this man who needs amazing kind of grace, for forgiveness at a price I couldn't pay. No, I'm not perfect, so I thank God every day. There was Jesus. There was Jesus. In the waiting, in the searching, in the healing and the hurting, like a blessing buried in the broken pieces. Every minute, every moment, where I've been and where I'm going, even when I didn't know it, I couldn't see it. There was Jesus on the mountain, in the valleys. There was Jesus in the shadows of the alleys. There was Jesus in the fire and the flood. There was Jesus. Always was. No, I never walk alone. Always there. In the waiting, in the searching, in the healing and the hurting, like a blessing buried in the broken pieces. Oh, every minute, every moment, where I've been and where I'm going, even when I didn't know it, I couldn't see it. There was Jesus. There was Jesus.
welcome back. We are it's 6 o'clock, so we're in our second hour of our live broadcast here on Giving Tuesday. There's an update. We had another gift come in during that brief break. Thank you for staying with us during that break. It gives us time to just get up and walk around for a few minutes and to adjust who's on the couch and such. It was another $100, so that brings us to $1,185 for today. It's not going to show on the screens. It was given through our other giving platform that we use regularly. This is a special Giving Tuesday platform that we are showing on the screens tonight. But wanted to update you guys on that. So we still have on the couch and Carol, Aaliyah, Hope, and Caitlin. We're waiting for it.
I'm not doing it.
And we have an alumna who has joined us. And so we're going to bring her on here in 1 second. Welcome to Christy Parker, who is so Christy. Just real quick, the people on the couch can't see you.
Here, I got the
Oh, okay, so they can see you, but hey, we have not met before. So hey, Christy, I'm glad you have joined us.
Thank you so much. I can't say enough good things about the Wesley Foundation and what a integral part of my life it was when I was a student at ASU. So I'm so excited to share tonight with you guys.
So tell us a little bit about when you were here at Wesley and how you were involved.
Yeah, so as a student at ASU, I came from a small church in rural Wilkes County that did not have a youth group, did not have a college age group, did not have a lot of things that most larger churches do. And so I found myself at Boone United Methodist Church, and that was my place, my church home during college. And from there, I found myself next door at the Wesley Foundation. And it was through the Wesley Foundation that I gained lifelong friendships. I was not an officer, but I did, attend worship, and that was kind of my college hangout place. There was always somebody there to chat with, to hang out with, to go walk downtown, just to goof off with, just to do fun things with. And there were always people there to study with and to pray with and to do Bible study as well.
So we have these folks on the couch. And well, let me ask you this, and then I'm going to throw it at them because I'm going to make them ask questions. But who was the campus pastor when you were part of Wesley?
Oh shoot!
Was it Gary?
Yes, thank you. I was drawing a blank on his name. It was Gary.
Yeah, Gary Richardson.
That tells you how long it's been.
Oh, that's not too long ago. I believe Gary is now retired at the beach, is my understanding. So good for him. One day we will all be.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous about the retiring at the beach business.
Yeah, no, for real. It's either that or the mountains. But I mean, I've been here so long. Maybe I need to retire. Where would I retire, y'all? Where should I?
Outer Banks.
Outer Banks? I don't know. Like, I don't have enough money to retire in Aspen. I don't think there's any possible way.
Colorado Springs.
Well, y'all are sending me out west. So, Chrissy's joined us. Chrissy, where are you located now? You were here in Boone, and what do you do now?
I work for Watauga County Schools in Human Resources, and I was one of the lucky few that when I graduated from ASU that I got to stay. I actually had a part-time job before I graduated working at the American Red Cross as the Director of Health and Safety. And one thing led to another, and there was another part-time position that came available at Watauga County Schools. And so I was working 2 part-time jobs for a while, and part-time job number 2 turned into a full-time job. And 23 years later, I'm still there. So
Hey, at
I
least-
do live in western Watauga County. I live on the backside of Beach Mountain. I get to look at the ski slopes every night when I come home and from my front porch.
As long as they're not like blinding through your windows of the night skiing, is it?
No, it's far enough away that I don't see the lights coming in my windows. Now, if I'm on the front deck, I do see them. But it's nice. New Year's Eve, I get to watch the fireworks without all the noise.
I didn't know they did fireworks down there. Did y'all know they did fireworks down at Beach Mountain? I guess I'll have to go. I'll have to make a plan for that. I'll go by myself and watch fireworks on New Year's Eve. That'll be a lot of fun. So, all right, now I will shut up because I said, yeah.
This is such a small world. I met you like a month ago for like substitute teaching.
Oh my goodness, it is a small world.
I know. I remember your name when Justin said it for like the 5th time. I was like, no, I know that sounds very familiar. But that's so cool. I didn't know that you came here and went to Wesley.
And so, Caitlin, tell us why you were doing like applying for something. What is your goal?
Oh, well, I'm an English secondary education major. So I was just trying to get some experience.
I'm putting y'all both on the spot, Chrissy and the couch crew. Y'all got questions about Wesley maybe from a few years ago?
What is your favorite memory?
Oh gosh, my favorite memory from Wesley Foundation. It would have to be, and I don't know if you guys still do this or not. I've been kind of disconnected for a while, so shame on me. Each semester we would go to someone's church off the mountain here in Boone, where they grew up as a child, a Methodist church. I did not grow up in a Methodist church, so let me go ahead and say that. So we went to Deerfield United Methodist, and the seniors got to deliver the message. So that is my favorite message, or my favorite memory from Wesley Foundation, Deerfield United Methodist Church. And I used text from Hillary Clinton's book, It Takes a Village to Raise a Child. Talked about it takes a village to raise a Christian.
That is very, very true. There's a book. I don't know if it's Desmond Tutu that speaks about it, or if it's just an African proverb, or if it's a way of life. But it's about religion, and that it takes the community as a body of like believers to help raise. And I think Christy's right in like that's the point of church, right? That's the point of a Wesley Foundation. That's the point of a local church, is our connection as the body of Christ, to not just be, oh, I go to church for myself, but I go to church because I'm there to help support another human being, another child of God, but also I have other children of God who are there to help and guide and support me. So I think that's really cool. Yeah. What else? So our schedules have changed a little bit throughout the years on what Wesley's done and what they don't do anymore. And you mentioned Deerfield, which is just right over, I'm guessing the same Deerfield over here near the hospital.
Yes.
They are great supporters of App Wesley. We're so thankful for them. And we are thankful for their congregation that has relationships with the folks at the Peddler, for bringing
Amen.
us baked potatoes and salad bar. It's amazing, and the best ranch dressing you can get in Boone. But our schedule has changed. So I don't know how you guys used to do worship and meals. Was it all on the same night? Did you have something every night of the week or during the day? Did people hang out, or what happened?
It was. So everything occurred on Wednesday night. So Wednesday night at 5, we would have worship and our praise music downstairs, and then we would about 5:30 we would go upstairs and have a meal, and then we would have a devotion and some more praise and worship time. And another favorite part of my time at Wesley was the big circle upstairs in the room, everybody holding hands and praying together and sharing prayer requests and just being family. We laughed together and we cried together.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. It's a little bit different now. That I think that prayer piece we have moved to Monday nights, and we meet in the chapel now, and sort of sit in a circle on the floor. Were the pews here in the chapel when you were here? Well, here's an update. Like, I guess maybe 5 or 6 years ago, those pews were turned into tables and bar tops downstairs. So there's no pews in the chapel anymore. So we sit on the floor and share prayers and such for that hour on Monday night, which is also the meal. So it seems like what you guys used to do on Wednesday, has been moved to Mondays at some point in time, and then now Wednesday's more of, I guess, a formalized worship service, kind of what you would see at a local church. So you are welcome back anytime. We'd love to have you back. Come hang out whenever you want to. That would be awesome. Yeah, and come see the renovations. We would love to. Because we would love to hear your history, and maybe you can help give us a vision of the way things looked back a few years ago, and how the renovations have maybe put you in a maze or a state of confusion when you enter the building. So do y'all have any more questions for Christy, or conversation you want to have with one of our alumni that's gracious enough to hop on and join us tonight? Did you have women's group? Did you? Because it's all women up here on the couch. Did y'all have women's study and do retreats and such like that?
We did not have a women's member of the Wesley Foundation and hanging out. But we did, we kind of congregated in our small groups. And I chose to participate in the women's when they were next to the center is now.
Right. So she's saying, sorry, you're breaking up a little bit. It's probably us, because when we got a bunch of people on Wi-Fi, it kind of kicks in and out. But so you guys probably know the Turchin Center over here, that is now the Arts Center for campus, was Boone United Methodist Church. And that's where the Wesley Foundation was birthed, out of the basement of the original church there. That church was built, I believe, in the 80s after it burned. And after it burned, it might have been the second time it burned. I don't remember. And Christy was a part of the women's group of the church, I believe is what she said. So, which is awesome. We're trying to reconnect with Boone United Methodist. Not that we haven't had a connection, but deepen that connection, since they're no longer on King Street, haven't been for about 22 years now. And trying to beef up the college ministry and help the church beef up their college ministry with Pastor Vern and other pastors that are on staff there. We have two other folks who were out at the Pizza Hut that joined us. Do y'all have questions for Chris? Christy's, I think her internet died. We lost her. We lost Christy. So Wednesday night, Chrissy's back. There she is. She was saying on Mondays and Wednesdays, everything was on Wednesday. So they would do like some singing downstairs at 5, come up here, have a meal at 5:30. And then after the meal, they would do some more like worship and devotion, and then circle up around the room and do a prayer time together, and share things around the circle. So they everything was kind of, I was going to say conglomerated, and that's not the right word, consolidated into one evening of stuff. And then she was a part of the women's group with the church. So we have Garrett and Jane. They were our first two out at Pizza, handing out flyers illegally, I guess. I'm kidding. They have their pizza. What did you get for Dinner. I haven't had dinner. Maybe that's why I have indigestion.
We got the dinner box.
What's in the dinner box?
A small pan pizza, cinnamon sticks, and breadsticks.
Oh.
And it's $16, but they have a student discount. They can get 22% off, so we got it for 12.
Very good deal. Go to Pizza Hut.
I want to make fun of the deal here for a second. Can I make fun of the deal for a second? Because you used a coupon, which decreased the 15%. They could have got.
You see, I wasn't going to, and Garrett was like, wait, what about the discount?
Hey now, not true.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Don't lie
We'll
in
talk
church.
about it. We'll talk about it in premarital counseling, because that's coming up. Oh no, that's funny. No, but thank you for purchasing your
We'll
Pizza Hut.
take all the flyers back.
Don't take the flyers back. We need those funds. They help us. Who is out there now? Zach is out there. Zach Green is out there.
Matt's there too.
Who?
Matt.
Matt and Zach are there. I need to send Zach and Matt a text so we can get a hold of them and see how things are going. Tell us though, what was the flow? Was there a good number of folks coming into Pizza Hut tonight?
There was, and a lot of them were Wesley people or Wesley friends. Yeah.
So
Bonvilles came.
So it wasn't that we were giving out to people that didn't know. They just didn't have the thing yet.
Right.
So we were doing.
We've brought them a lot of business tonight. You know, we're handing it out to people that we didn't know,
Right. We were handing it out to people that we knew were coming.
but also people we didn't know were coming.
Yeah. How'd that work in the drive-through?
Easy, you just wave them down and they think you're giving them a coupon, so they stop. And then you give them a flyer.
We are making ourselves known as the. So, Chrissy, did y'all have a nickname for yourselves?
As a group, we did not. Now, there were several individual nicknames that shall remain unnamed.
We got a few of those too, but we have sort of like branded ourselves as the weird Wesleys. Have we? I thought we have. Did I just make that up?
Well, I wouldn't say that we would call it our nickname. I think we just say that we're just all weird.
We're just all weird.
But in a good way, though. In a good way. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Well, right. No, you're right.
We accept all.
We do, and I think that's the joy of Wesley is that we are unique. I think we're unique from other campus ministries.
I would agree with that statement very much. I felt very much at home at the Wesley Foundation, even though I didn't grow up in a Methodist church. I grew up in a Baptist church. My grandmother was a Methodist growing up, and my parents were totally fine with me hanging out at the Wesley Foundation. Now, my grandfather, maybe not so much because he was a Baptist minister.
Oh.
Like, hey, it's what I'm going to do. I mean, these are my people. This is where I'm going to hang out. But I felt very much at home and very much part of the family at Wesley and at Boone United Methodist Church.
That's I think that's the cool thing about Wesley is if we were to ask, oh, where did you grow up? What church did you grow up in? You're going to get a plethora, thank you, Garrett, of answers to that. Huh? Oh, sorry, Caitlin. Thank you, Caitlin. Of individuals who are one going to be like, well, I didn't participate in church, but I knew of church. Or, yeah, I was active in church, but I wasn't Methodist. And I think it's quite interesting. We've also had maybe like 2 or 3 Catholics over the last 2 years who have participated in Wesley. And, you know, I know our doctrine and our theologies are just a little bit different on our understanding of especially Holy Communion and sacraments and such, but that we don't allow something that's like that's important to all of us in our faith. We don't allow that to become a buffer or a barrier for anyone to walk in these doors and become a participant in an act of worship or a prayer group or to have a meal. So I think that's really cool. And it's cool to hear from your perspective as well, Chrissy, that this isn't something new, but this is foundational to the foundation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it, the Wesley Foundation was very much accepting of people with alternative lifestyles, whatever that looked like. I have a really good friend, and I'll never forget the night he pulled me in the chapel and he said, "I need to tell you something." And I was like, "Okay, what?" And he goes, "I'm gay." And I went, "Okay. So what did you want to tell me?" And he was like, "You're not upset? You're not bothered by that?" I'm like, "No. I mean, if that's what you feel like you need to do, by all means. It's not my lifestyle, but if that's what you feel like you need to do, it just wasn't a big deal. We didn't make those things a big deal in the Wesley Foundation.
Well,
We
you wanted
accepted
to offer
people where they
go ahead.
were and for who they were without question.
I mean, it's not like you showed him the door. It was
No.
Oh, okay. Well, we still want you to participate because you're a part of this community of believers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And Carol, yes, you have a question?
I just thought of my question.
Yeah, what is it?
So back then at Wesley, was Wesley accepting to individuals who have disabilities?
Yes, very much so.
All right, thank you.
Faculty sponsors would come. They would bring their kids. We just loved everybody. I mean, I think if you had walked in with, one arm and one leg, we would have loved you just the same. So yeah, I would definitely say that we were accepting of individuals with disabilities of varying varieties. So.
And Carol, you're a part of a program that's called SDAP.
Yes.
And what is SDAP?
So SDAP stands for the Scholars with Disabilities Program, and so over the past few years, it was a 2-year program, but recently, last year in April 2021, we have made the announcement at our 10-year anniversary that it was now going to be a 4-year program. And what SDAP does, program-wise, is we have college students who have intellectual disabilities, and we and like me, we take classes just like other university students, but we also take classes that are required to the program. We take classes that are outside of the program within the university, and SDAP is a fun program to be in because you easily make friends easily in the program, and it's a lot of fun. We do the same things as normal university students. We live in a dorm with a roommate. We participate in clubs and organizations and campus ministries. We take classes with other university peers on campus, and we also live in dorms on campus. And yeah.
And y'all have jobs on campus too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And what is it you're doing this semester? What job?
I have 2 jobs.
Yeah, 2 jobs.
So I work with campus dining over at Central, over at Upper, because weekend hours have changed. And then I also hold a job in the student union as well in the Office of Student Engagement and Leadership, which means I would have to sit at the front office and answer calls and transfer people onto calls. But my downtime is I do homework.
Yep. That's the best thing to do. I guess maybe have a campus job, especially in the union. You can have a little bit of downtime to do your homework. Chrissy, did you work on campus anywhere?
I did. I actually worked in the Learning Assistance Program for 4 years of my time at ASU. And I tutored math for a while. And then I actually managed the tutors and helped schedule folks and get folks on the calendar. I also worked my last year there as in the wellness center on campus as a wellness peer educator coordinator. So I was part of the first group of wellness peer educators that ASU had, and was very excited about that. That was my minor. So my degree is in psychology with a minor in health and wellness. And I just enjoyed, working with the community and educating about a variety of health topics. So yes, I did work on campus, and like you, it was great to have that downtime, whether it was at the wellness center or in the learning assistance program, where I could do my own homework.
And Aaliyah, were you ever an RA? You weren't an RA, were you, Christy?
Yes, I was. I did work. I forgot about that.
You and Aaliyah got something to chat about now.
I worked as an RA in summer school in Newland Hall. And so that was the summer after my mom had passed away in March. I attended summer school, and summer school, being an RA in summer school is different than being an RA during the regular school year, because we had folks from different organizations coming. Like Kellogg Institute was there. There was a group of Germans that came on campus, and they stayed in Newland Hall that summer. The Germans had never seen hail fall from the sky. And it was a horrible thunderstorm one afternoon about 4 o'clock, and they're all standing outside, and it's hailing, like dime-sized hail, because they had never seen it before. And so all of us, American students were sitting inside, and we're like, they're so gonna get hurt. But yeah, it was just great, because I got to interact not only with summer school students. I actually met my best friend, who to this day, she and I are very close. I met her, we didn't know it at the time, but she was pursuing a master's degree at ASU in library science that summer, and lived not on the floor that I was the RA for, but on another floor in the building. And then our paths crossed later when she became an employee of Watauga County Schools. And so we've been pretty tight since then.
That's awesome. Aaliyah, have you made any friends as an RA?
Yeah. I don't know.
that sounds questionable. Yeah.
I mean, not like best friends, but not like she was saying, but I have coworkers. I've been very blessed with having great coworkers every year that we like to hang out together. And I have made friends through the building. I think that there was one time where I was in my American Sign Language class, and I had seen this girl who was in it, and I was like, she looks really familiar, but I can't, place it. And I was sitting at the desk one day, and she walked past, and I was like, oh, because you're a resident in the building. And so we were able to at least have that conversation, or talk about sign language or what was happening in that class. So yeah, it's been a great experience.
I'm just very thankful that you all had the gift and the calling to be RAs, because there's no way. Actually, maybe I'm an RA every day. I mean, we do have this building. But yeah. Let's see. I think somebody has joined us, Christy. Let's see. Oh, stay with. We're going to bring in Zach Green, who is at the Pizza Hut. No, yeah, you're inside Pizza Hut. Yeah. So, how are things going out there at the Pizza Hut?
They are going well. We have successfully stopped everybody that is in fire for us. So I don't know how much money that would be, but my total was $15.15. So just that was just a large pizza. So just rough estimate of that, ballpark. So we're probably
is Matt out there with you?
Yes, he is ordering right now. This thing or not?
Oh.
No, that just kept him.
Oh, his camera won't flip. Oh,
You
he is
see him?
there. He's in line. He's in line ordering his pizza.
Are you on the Zoom call?
That's nice. Oh, well, things are good here. We have reached on the screen. It says $1,085 for today, but $100 came in through our Breeze platform that doesn't show on the screen. So it's actually, I guess that would be $1,200 around $1,185. I like to round up. It's easy to say 1,200. So that's been since we kicked off, and the emails went out this morning about 8 o'clock, and
We have
I think
some
we
more
started.
customers coming in now. You're on the live stream.
Oh, we have. Yeah, you're live. Hallie and Hannah and Katie have joined us. Hey, get your flyer.
Yeah, they got their flyer. Look, the flyer. Stratton and Chase are holding it down outside. There. Flag.
Oh, you got Stratton outside.
And Chase.
Oh, Stratton and Chase are there now, outside with the flyers. Nice.
Yes. I got my pizza.
I know the
So
internet is not that great over there, so we won't try to hold you too long. But
hi.
Oh Lord, we're live, Matt. We're live.
I know. I just.
So. Just giving heads up. I don't want anybody to embarrass themselves anywhere. If we're on the YouTube and Facebook. What I was going to tell you. Oh, we're going to see you back here in a little bit. So
Yeah,
enjoy your food.
Leaving from there, from home base, I guess.
All right, nice. Well, we'll see you back here and watch you enjoy your pizza.
All right.
And we'll chat with you. All right, y'all be safe. This just feels so professional.
Yeah.
Isn't this cool?
You want me to make it unprofessional?
Yeah, what are you going to do, Caitlin?
Peace out. Yeah.
Oh, so y'all are going to the basketball game.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you all can hop on with Ethan. You headed to the basketball game?
I'm heading to a children's basketball game.
I thought you were already there.
I have two today.
Oh, well, y'all swap real. How about this? Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. Chrissy, do you want to stay with us, or you want to hop off?
Sure, I can hang on.
Okay, we're gonna take just like a 2-minute break, and we will be right back.
Perfect.
So, here we go.
Y'all please stand and worship with us.
surrender, Lord, I give myself to thee. Fill me with thy love and thy blessing fall. I surrender all. I surrender all to thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all. I surrender all. I surrender all to thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender.
Welcome back. Want to give an update. Thank you for allowing us to take just a few seconds, maybe a few minutes to get up and stretch. Been sitting here for 2 hours. Yeah, thank you, Jane. You're off camera right now, but and we'll talk to Jane here in a second. But I wanted to update you on the numbers. That is actually $1,185 plus. We just had another donation of 50, so that would be, let's just say 1,250 because I can't do the quick math. What's 1,185 plus 50? 1,235 for our Giving Tuesday. We've had a great update from Pizza Hut and just talking to Garrett and Jane, who were out there from 5 to 6. They're now here at the couch, and we'll get to them here in just a second. But yeah, thanks. There, Pizza Hut's new in town, so I think maybe boost their business. Yeah. Sorry, y'all stay with us for a second. I've got to pan the camera to, because we've had some. All right, here we go. Who, me? All right, here we go. All right, now we got all 4 of you on the couch. So Aaliyah is still with us for the next few minutes. She is an RA and on duty. And right, am I supposed to say that? Oh, okay. She's on duty. We have Madison who is with us with her big jug of water. Yeah. And then we have Jane and Garrett who are also here on the couch. And you guys were out at the Pizza Hut. So, you were out in the field. You brought us a live report. And so tell us what it was like to hand out flyers to people driving into Pizza Hut.
Really? Like not as intimidating as I thought it'd be. People are much more responsive when there's food involved than maybe say in the student union when you're trying to hunt them down to talk to them about something. But it went really well, and the Pizza Hut people are really nice. And we saw lots of App Wesley folks there and a couple people from Boone UMC. So that was good. We had a good turnout, and people are still going.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So while we're here for the next few minutes, I know a group of you have, well, believe in like 5 minutes. So we'll take another quick break in about 5 minutes. Tell us, Garrett, your involvement here at Wesley, how you became involved, and what do you do?
So, as a freshman, I was late to everything.
As a freshman?
Yes.
It hasn't changed.
Never will.
My involvement with Wesley ends here. But then Justin came in, COVID happened, so I went home.
It's on.
And yeah, so come back next year. Justin asked me. I think I wasn't super involved in Wesley. I went to men's group, and I came to the worship nights and stuff. But I had like emailed Justin one time over the COVID era.
Did you need a scholarship?
No.
Oh, okay.
I emailed you something like, "Thanks for all you do."
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, you didn't need anything. Thank you for that. It was
No, I emailed
gracious.
Justin looking for handouts, and part of the bargain there for my money was no. I think I was just trying to be nice because I felt bad that you came into the.
You felt bad.
Yeah, I felt really. I was like, Justin's probably gonna be getting like sad. He's doing this live stream every week by himself. But I would tune in. Sammy and I would tune in. We'd like FaceTime each other and then tune in. And so then Justin asked me to help out with behind the scenes for live streams whenever we got back from my sophomore year. And since then I've been involved. He asked if I could be president last year for my junior year. And this year, as a senior, I'm the student representative on the board. And I've been very blessed and fortunate to be involved with Wesley. My fiance goes to Wesley. And so I guess that's good, I suppose.
Well, I mean, you did kind of meet here, right?
Yeah, we met here. We met here a long time ago, and then didn't start hanging out till last year. But it worked out really well. So that's my involvement in Wesley.
Yeah.
Justin, how about you?
Well, yeah. So Jane.
Oh, we next?
Yeah, you're
We're
next on the
gonna
couch. Huh?
We're not gonna
I'll popcorn.
No,
Jane.
you're next. Just been going down the line. She has the giggles. Madison.
You know where I get it from.
For me, it's
You're
not contagious.
So Jane.
so sorry.
Jane is involved in the math club. President of the math club, I believe.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, share. We're hospitable to all clubs on campus. Share with us what you do with the math club. What do y'all do?
Okay. Well, we have won the banner competition the last 2 years.
For homecoming,
For homecoming,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, good for y'all.
Yours were really good too.
Yours were really, really cute.
Sorry. No, math club doesn't do math. It's just a gathering of math majors and Garrett.
I'm the first man.
He's the first man of math club.
Not the first man to go to math club, but like the opposite of the first lady to the president. But I'm not the first lady.
He's the first man
I'm the first man.
of math. We hang out and we eat pizza and play games and watch movies sometimes. And sometimes we do things with the math department, like Pi Day.
Yeah. So what is Pi Day? I mean, that's important. We used to do that in high school.
For Pi Day, we do
Yeah.
Pi Professor.
Yeah, but what is Pi Day? Why is it important? Like, what's the point? Why is it called Pi Day?
It's just a math holiday, 3.14159, and so it's March 14th, 3.14. And
Yeah.
so on Pi Day, we Pi professors. We raise money, but it's a competition. People put coins in jars for the professors they want Pi.
What does the money go to? What is Math Club? Your pizza.
Pizza
Because-
and games.
The mission of Math Club: pizza and games.
It's a social gathering of math majors.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice, like it. And Leah's leaving us. Go ahead, you're on camera, but hop on away. Thank you for joining us. Have a great night, and have Madison on the couch. You're probably wanting to go get pizza. Yeah. So.
Yeah, Jane and I, we can do anything.
Really?
So you want to go eat?
Go eat. Go eat pizza. Bye, Madison. She's gonna go eat her pizza.
We have the mic.
What? Okay. What are y'all gonna talk about? All right. Here, let me do this. Christy Parker is on with us. Christy is an alumna of App Wesley, and so I'm gonna bring her in here and put her here beside y'all, and I'm just gonna step behind here for the next few minutes and let you chit chat. Since you say you can chit chat with Christy.
How's the weather?
So right now it's in Western Watauga. It is dark and the stars are out, but I'm getting a message on my laptop that says rain is coming.
Uh-oh.
So
We lucked out because
have your umbrella ready for in the morning. You might want to do that before you go to bed.
Will do. Thank you.
What year did you graduate?
100 years ago.
I don't believe it.
No, not quite. I graduated from ASU in 1999.
Oh yeah. So you're the same age as my cousin. She graduated in '99.
Okay.
In December '99.
I was a May of 99 graduate.
She was not involved in Wesley, but she was RA all the time. I think her last RA was up at
App Heights.
above that. Yeah, App Heights. Yeah, why could I not think of that? So yeah. Hey, I'm gonna bring on another alumna. Her name is Catherine. Catherine is an alumna, and here she comes. There she is. And so Catherine, meet Christy.
Hey, Christy.
Christy, meet Catherine. And we have Jane and Garrett. Y'all probably met Catherine before. She's one of the counselors with Sanctuary Counseling.
Yes.
Hey, where's not Winston?
Watson.
No, huh?
Watson.
Watson. I knew it was like a literary thing. Okay, where's Watson?
He's right here. Come here, bud. You gonna say hi? He's like, I just finished dinner.
Oh, there he is.
Let's see him.
And
Get up here. Come on.
this is like one of the times when the dog won't get on the couch, right?
Yeah. No, he is like, you're done with work for the day. It is time for me to bring you a piece of pizza for you to play with me, please.
Oh, there he is. So Catherine, you bring Watson up here a few times a month and do counseling. Well, first off, tell us your relationship with Wesley and your now relationship with Wesley and why Watson is important to what you do.
Yeah. So I graduated from Appalachian in 2014. I am an alumni of App Wesley. App Wesley was hugely involved because I discerned a call to ministry actually while I was at Appalachian Wesley, and the Bible studies, especially a group called Feeding the Call, had a huge impact on me. Like starting to talk about how God was calling me into ordained ministry. So I am a provisional deacon in the United Methodist Church now. I'm at Sanctuary Counseling Group, and while we were COVID started. And I was working at Sanctuary, and one of the first groups that I thought about were all the students at Wesley, and was able to call up Juston and be like, "Hey, how could we make this work? Like, how could Sanctuary, help partner? There's a huge need for mental health in our college age community, especially in a town like Boone, North Carolina, that genuinely doesn't have as many providers like a city would." And we want to partner with you guys. We want to figure out how we not only App Wesley students, but Appalachian students. And I come up once a month and see students from Appalachian at the Wesley Foundation. Watson also comes up with me. He is an emotional support dog, and he loves to see everybody and hang and he's a vital part of my ministry now too. So it's really great as an alumni to be able to come back and be able to give back to a place that's given so much to me.
Yeah, we love Watson, and Watson here a week and a half ago. Yeah. And I don't know what I was gonna say.
We'll be back again next week for mid-exam cuddles for everybody.
Yeah.
On the 9th. We'll be here on Friday the 9th. So if you guys want to stop by and get some cuddles, he'll be here.
That I found out about grad school, so I'll either be really happy or
Either way, you need to be here with Watson.
Either way, yeah.
And have big hugs from the puppy dog.
In celebration.
Really big hugs.
In celebration. We don't use the word defeat.
Or in
tragic.
Jane.
We all know that Jane's getting in.
Jane is a math
whiz.
Yeah, and I don't know what you do in your major. It's above my comprehension. Statistical analysis of data.
Yeah.
And she did a summer internship analyzing grocery store data.
Yeah.
And it still works for them. They asked her to keep working. She's just that good.
And you're going to master's school. You're going to graduate.
Go to the
master's. Hopefully, and we believe it to be. Well, let's claim it to innovate.
Right.
And it's a big program, right? What? Right. Explain to us what that is.
It's their Masters for Advanced Analytics. Yeah. For data analytics. It's not like a regular master's program that's designed to go from a master's to a PhD to academia for professors. It's just a 10-month master's program where you go 9 to 5 every day. And it's designed to go straight into the workforce after that.
And what does that look like for you? What is the workforce for that type of work?
Just working in different industries. Any company that exists, like most of them have like some type of data analytics, like whether it's medical field, finance, like sports, a lot of different fields. And I don't know exactly which one I'd be working in, but I'd be running data and creating little graphs and stuff for them.
I don't know about you, Catherine, but it seems like something that would work well at one of the global offices of the United Methodist Church that pulls all those statistics from around the world, that needs those math whiz people that they want us local pastors to do. That's over my head, which I've got. Speaking of that, I got to do a Wesley statistical report by January 20th, so I'm excited.
was gonna say, I think I took one stats class in grad school, and that was enough. That was it. But I have a really good friend that did that I actually grew up going to the Davidson United Methodist Church with, that did his master's and PhD in math. And when he would describe his dissertation to me, I got, there is a sphere. And then that was it. That's as far as I got. But he's brilliant and does a lot of it. Sounds like the statistical analysis that you're really looking forward to doing in your career, which is really cool.
That's awesome. Chrissy, do you have to do any stats with the school system?
Actually, yes, I do. Several state and federal reports require all kinds of statistics, but I'm very thankful that I have software that, as long as I've put the data in correctly, I can ask the software for the data that I want in the format that I want, and it spits it out in a beautiful spreadsheet, and all I have to do is upload that to whichever entity needs that. So, yes. But I'm like you, at one statistics class and done. Not my thing.
I took one stats class in high school, my senior year. I didn't need it. It was one of those things where you had to have another math because, well, I needed another. No, I only needed like 2 classes my last semester, my senior year of high school, but you can't take just 2 classes in high school. You had 4. So I was like, oh, smart me, let's take another math. And I chose stats, and I don't know why, but.
No worries, y'all. Jane has taken enough stats classes for all of us.
And you know how to write. Do you know how to write the software that she's talking about? Can you write that stuff? Because you learned coding, right?
Yeah, that's mostly what I do is coding.
That's just amazing to me. That's beyond my comprehension of how that stuff works. Catherine, we were talking with Christy about ministry in the late 90s at App Wesley. Catherine, you were here in the late teens, 13 to 16?
I was there 2010 to 2014.
10 to 14. Chrissy was telling us that in her time, they had the Wesley functions were mainly on Wednesday night with a meal and a prayer and like a mini worship service following the meal. What did things look like for you when you were here in ministry, or when you were part of this?
There were 2 like pretty main nights. So like Wednesday with the meal and worship stayed consistent, and then Mondays, this started, I guess, my junior year. We started to do a smaller service called Prayer and Praise on Mondays, the service that I led. And it was just a prayer service. It was a way for us all to like gather and start our week off. That was also when we had leadership meeting. So like it was just a great way for all of us to have like a little bit of worship before we met and talked about like what small groups were doing and ideas that we had, programming that was going to happen at Wesley. So I really enjoyed that service, especially because I actually worked at Boone United Methodist Church the entire time I was at App, and I was I helped with the music ministry, and we rehearsed on Wednesday nights. So for many of my years, I actually didn't get to go to App Wesley Wednesdays, and I think that was why Brad and I kind of came up with like, okay, what do we do for like the students that do work and do have something to do on Wednesday nights? And we had several of them that were helping out either at Boone UNC or Deerfield, or had a Wednesday night class. So those were definitely the main ones.
So that's smart, yeah, like having 2, because there are nights people just can't make it. And that would stink to be out of luck like that.
Well, just not being able to have an opportunity, like,
yeah,
I think that's what we've been trying to like live into maybe, is how do we offer opportunities for students that are outside of a main night where they're not able to participate, kind of like what you're talking about, Catherine. And I have heard that being in the music program at Boone UMC, like you have to sign a contract. Like there's no way out of it.
No, you sign on the dotted line. You are a scholarship employee. But I mean, I loved being able to worship at Boone UMC too, and I was there when Jason Biasy was the head pastor there, and really learned a lot from him as well. He was super active at Wesley, and would often lead a Bible study or two.
He is, I believe he's in Canada now, but maybe Vancouver. He's a preaching professor, I believe, at a seminary in Vancouver.
I think he actually just took a call to a church, so he's back in serving in full-time ministry, which is really cool.
Good to know. Good to know. He is very he's smart, but someone you can understand through their smartness of theology and doctrine and scripture. So these guys don't know him, and I barely know him, just in passing. But yeah. Anyway, we have some folks that joined us on the couch. Shift this way. Huh? Okay. So Rhett was on here earlier. We have Madison and Zach, who are here. Zach, Catherine, you didn't get to see. Zach was out at Pizza Hut during our first hour, handing out the flyers. Yeah, working the front lines, and we had him on here while he was out there. Actually, we had you on. You were ordering pizza.
I'd already ordered pizza.
Oh, okay.
I was just getting made and called my order.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it.
So, oh, sorry, I got that wrong. Second hour. You guys were the first hour. You were the second hour. So they told us it's a pretty good crowd coming through. What is your gauge of the folks coming in and through Pizza Hut?
Like the number of folks?
Yeah, what did it look like to you? Was it busy tonight, or was it like,
It's probably more busy than what they normally are. They're normally not too busy, I don't think, but I feel like they had a good amount of traffic come through for them. There's a lot of Wesley folk, which is not bad, but still a good traffic for them. They had some drive-through people that we're not Wesley folk, but we made sure to give them a flyer.
Yeah.
So we'll get some of those.
It's going to be interesting to see how if they staple the flyers to the receipt.
Hi guys.
Oh, let me unplug your thing. Do you need this?
Yes.
Okay. Bye. It's gonna be. I wasn't expecting him to be over my shoulder. It's gonna be like. Did you see how they did it? Did they staple a receipt to the flyer, or just?
When I gave them my flyer, I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember if they stapled it.
I don't know where the flyer
When I
went.
gave them my flyer, they said, "Oh yeah, I got it," and then she just put it to the side.
Yeah, I think they put mine to the side as well.
They probably put it in on the computer.
Really? You think there's a button?
Probably.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not a computer scientist or.
I really don't know what they did for the driver though, because a lot of people we stopped, I feel like didn't want to stop, but we waved them down to give them the flyer.
But thank you for going out and doing that. And you ordered pizza. What did you order?
A large pizza, half pepperoni, half pineapple.
Just pineapple?
On half of it, yes.
And I'm guessing that was for Madison.
Yes.
No ham. I mean, I've heard of ham and pineapple.
Well,
Maybe.
I prefer when there's ham on it, but that message didn't.
You just said
I didn't complain.
What about you guys? Do you all like pineapple on pizza?
I do like Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah.
There's a
Is that with?
place here in Charlotte that has really good Hawaiian pizza called Sal's Pizza Factory. So.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard of it. What about you, Christy?
So yes, definitely ham and pineapple on pizza.
With a barbecue base, or what type of base on the bread? Like, not the regular. Not the tomato base. Is it with tomato base?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Interesting. I've just never been a sweet pizza person unless it used to be CC's and you used to get the dessert pizza that had cinnamon and icing. I mean, that was any CC's around anymore?
They're in Winston.
Yeah.
There's one in Winston. Yeah.
I really miss the one in Boone.
Where was
Yeah, yeah, it was where Capone's is now. That was CC's. Right beside Dos Amigos. It's on the corner now. So Capone's moved over there. Yeah, because we used to get the coupons in the student coupon book, and you could take down to CC's. And y'all get the little coupon book in your PO box? Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah.
There was definitely a coupon in. You got one of the Watauga cards that you paid for. Like it was $20 when they were raising money for like the marching band or the football team. That thing was clutch.
Oh yeah. We have one of our board members, Fred Fonville, has joined us. So I want to bring him in. So see how many people we can get on a screen. It's like when it's like snowmageddon, and the news puts all this everybody on the screen. You know, like
Hey, Fred.
There's Fred.
Hey, Zach.
So Fred, we talked a little bit earlier. Christy, Fred, when did you move to Boone? How long have you been in Boone?
We moved here in 2016.
2016. Was firewood ministry happening at Boone UMC before your arrival?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Vern Collins and Luke Edwards actually started that back about 2012. That's about right. 2010, 2012, somewhere in that range. You know, the whole story of been praying about how can we serve the community better. People are getting cold in the wintertime. What if they need some firewood? Well, they had a church member say, hey, I've got a couple of trees came down in my yard. Do you want them? And a couple of chainsaws and a bar pickup truck, and the rest is history. So I've been involved with it really for 3 years.
And I was going to ask, Catherine, did you ever go out there and chop wood, vent frustrations? Oh, you did?
I did, actually. I feel like it was a rite of passage. If you were around Boone UMC long enough, they were like, you ever come split firewood? And you. Of course, I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina.
It's almost as good fellowship as Wednesday night worship sessions.
I think you probably get a little bit more in-depth conversation around chopping firewood than you might get in a Wednesday worship. But
we do, and it's great to have. It's great fellowship. Always glad to have the students out there. It's great to hear about what led them to App State, what led them to their faith, and what they plan to do with it from there on.
What was I going to ask? We're talking about firewood. Well, my mind, I've been talking for like 2.5 hours, and I forget what I was going to ask you about that. Zach.
Justin.
You go to firewood.
I've been one time. Kennan's a regular.
Kennan is a regular. Tell us about your experience with firewood.
Hi, I'm Kennan Mottersett. I'm here to talk to you about my experience with the firewood ministry at Boone United Methodist Church. See, it's an amazing experience that words can't even begin to describe. Every Saturday, myself and Mr. Jackson Hager, wonderful man, go out to Boone United Methodist Church, and we go and we chop firewood. We do this for 3 hours every Saturday. It's a lot of fun. I have my own stump. Jackson is just north of me. He has his own stump.
Wait. Y'all claimed a stump? What does that mean?
So when we chop firewood, we chop it on a stump. And we each have our own stump that we've claimed as ours when we first started doing firewood. And, that's what we used to chop firewood on. It's our stumps. And they've been our stumps.
Oh, man.
Yes.
That's kind of like your pew.
Exactly. It is my pew. But the most fun part about firewood is delivering it and going to other people's homes and delivering it to them. There are a lot of people in Boone who rely on that as heating for their houses, so it's always good to hand it to them and be a generous person. So, yeah.
That's really what the ministry is about, is going to be the hands and feet of Jesus with people that they may not have family in the area. They may not have a church. They may have had a bad experience, but we can go and share the love with them. And you guys are awesome when you go on the deliveries.
I've been on one. I think we did one delivery last maybe January, February, and I went with Neil, and a group of us went with him in his truck and loaded that sucker down with some wood, and we're not talking like, like a we're not talking like 4 or 5 pieces that you get at Circle K. We're talking like truck
They
loads.
fill it to the brim and then some. It's a lot of firewood, but they need it.
And it's amazing, though. I guess, Fred, you may know more about this. I mean, of course, you know more about this than I do. With burning wood, I know my grandfather used to heat their home with a wood fireplace. But I don't know how much wood it takes, and how long it burns or doesn't burn, and how often do you have to replenish it? Get a new stockpile of that stuff to,
When we deliver a pickup truckload, and that's primarily level to the top of the side rails, you're looking at about a third of a cord of wood, and that should last somebody with a fireplace insert or a wood stove 2 weeks in the weather we're going to have here in a couple of nights. If they're just burning in a fireplace, it'll burn up a whole lot faster because they're having to stoke the wood so much faster. Dry wood is great to start. You need to put some green wood in it to burn slower and last longer. And if you have a wood stove, what they call the overnighters, that's a big chunk of wood that fills the firebox. And that thing will have embers first thing in the morning, and you ramp it right up again. So it depends on what you're burning it in.
It's amazing, but you also y'all get so much. I know y'all are blessed by folks who donate that wood and don't, from trees being cut down, or maybe even from storms that we've had, and people are like, "Come get it," because wood's not cheap anyway. So
no, it isn't, and we are blessed with both the tree companies that donate to us, from church members who donate to us, or people who find out through the other firewood ministry over at Hunger and Health Coalition that we'll take wood, and so they can call us and tell us. And if it's already cut down, we'll go look, see if we can retrieve it and bring it back to the wood lot. So we do all three.
That's awesome. That's really cool. And Jackson just joined us. Jackson's a part of the wood ministry.
Hey, Jackson. Hey, Kenan, talked to you earlier. Oh, by the way, let me put a plug in. We had a great pizza tonight. We stopped by when Garrett and his lovely fiance were out there plugging it with the flyers. Picked up a pizza and brought it home and enjoyed it.
What did you? Okay, Fred, did you hear us talking about pineapple on pizza?
Yes, I did. Okay.
How are you on that?
Well, my preference is any kind of pizza other than anchovies. I like the Italian pizza. We primarily get Italian sausage, mushroom, fresh tomatoes. I've had Hawaiian pizza before, loved it. My wife does not prefer it. The dessert pizza, like you said, you used to get at CC's.
Yes.
I've had other kinds of pizza. The barbecue chicken pizza, I've tried that with the barbecue sauce. It was different. Tried it. What else have I had? Pepperoni, I used to eat that all the time. It doesn't agree with me that much anymore, so I don't get that. But sausage, mushroom, I'll also get, sometimes we'll get half and half. We'll get sausage, mushroom, tomatoes on one, and I'll get sausage and black olive and bell pepper on the other half.
Yeah.
And so that's you heard that.
We did hear that.
No bell peppers, please. No
Man, you're
olives,
missing out.
please.
Bell peppers, green peppers, and onions. Mm.
No.
So
No.
good. So good.
Okay.
If there's, I'm gonna go around the cameras here. Y'all are getting an insight of the way I work at night, right? These no words come out. It's just kind of right.
Nothing.
Right, and you're supposed to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's
in your head.
That's exactly how Bible study is, and we'll be having that in about.
The exact opposite.
We'll start that in about 40 minutes. We're still so people that are watching. We did not. So yeah, we're doing this whole Giving Tuesday thing, but we did not stop ministry tonight in order for Giving Tuesday to take over. We are still having our regularly planned Bible studies, our men's and women's groups tonight at 8 o'clock. So as soon as this ends in the next 40 minutes, we'll into our men are studying Acts and women are looking at Philippians, and we'll hop into that. What was I going to say? Oh, I was going to go around the cameras here, and because this is going to be out there. Like this isn't once it's on the internet, it's on the internet. So I wanted to ask a question that maybe we can pull your answers from this later and maybe use in a promotional video of some sort or something that we can share with students. But for our guest and you guys, most of you you guys are sophomores, but I can't use upperclassmen. So I'm going to have you do it too.
Veterans.
Veterans. So I'm going to go with who's in my screen. But the question is, Fred, you'll be first. The question is, if there's one thing you could just share a word of hope or affirmation or encouragement with students, maybe now going into exams or a year from now into the future, students who hadn't even gathered in this space yet, what is something that you would want to share with them? I know I kind of just put it all on the spot.
That's all right. Well, I graduated just a couple of years ago from you folks that are already there. You can tell from this, right? The real world is very different from academia, but the more that you prepare in school, the better you will be prepared to handle life in so many ways. Your faith will take you to amazing places. Keep that as your centerpiece wherever you go and whatever you do and whoever you meet, and share it with as many people as possible, because they'll want to know, where did you go to school? Where did you have that faith develop? And what did you learn while you were there? Who were your friends? Those are magic things that will go with you the rest of your life.
Thank you, Fred. And I'm going to pull up Catherine. Share with us something.
There's a lot going on, and if whether it's in preparation for finals you guys are about to have, or if you're listening to this way in the future, always remember that there is something that you're doing right, and it may not seem significant in the moment, but there is always something that is giving us hope and grace, and finding it in yourself. And I think taking acknowledgement that you can find it in unexpected places. I think for myself, when I went to App State, App Wesley was my unexpected place. I showed up because my friend made me, and I took from App Wesley something that has stayed with me through my entire young adulthood, which is being able to find communities of faith wherever I've landed. And I've lived now in 4 different states, and I'm really, really fortunate that I've always found people and people that have helped me grow and become the person that I am today. And that's through the shared love that we had, that we're here for a greater purpose. And that is never going to go, no matter the hardships that you may face or whatever may feel really, really difficult right now. This is only the beginning. And there are such great ways that God is going to use you, your life, and your ministry throughout time. And it's exciting to see students every day, almost just getting started.
Thank you, Catherine. And Christy, I'm going to throw you on the spot now.
Certainly. Like Catherine said, there was so much that App Wesley gave me as a student. There's so much that App Wesley has given me as an alumni that I didn't realize that App Wesley was going to give me, or that would be a part of my life post-graduation from App State. But something that I want students to hear today, students to hear in the future, is that God loves you. It doesn't matter where you're at in your walk in life. It doesn't matter what you've done or anything else. God loves you. He's waiting there with open arms. If you've walked away from him, he's waiting there with open arms for you to come back. And he's tapping on your heart with that small, still voice, and he's saying, come home. Come back to me. I'm here for you. It's people in your community, people in the Wesley Foundation, people in the church with a big C, as the adults like to call it sometimes. We're there for you. You're not in this by yourself. We are happy to open our hearts and our homes and our lives to you guys. There's so many people at Boone United Methodist Church that when life was tough for me, that it was those people that I turned to first, because my dad wasn't here and my dad didn't quite get it. I was a first generation college student. So if you're a first gen college student, look for those relationships with adults in your community. God loves you. Life is tough. But if it's not good right now, then God is not done yet. You have a greater purpose.
Thank you, Christy. I'm going to take a break here for a moment. Thank you guys for joining us. This gives you opportunity. If you want to stay with us, you can. But I thought it was a perfect segue. We have the folks at Pizza Hut on with us. If you guys will hold on for a moment, and we'll bring you in here in just a few minutes. But a few weeks ago, our worship team shared a song, How Deep the Father's Love for Us. And great segue, I think, for us to share that again in a worship replay. So we'll be back in just a moment.
How deep the Father's love for us, how vast beyond all measure, that he should give his only Son to make a wretched treasure. How great the pain of searing loss! The Father turns his face away, as wounds which mar the chosen one till it was accomplished. His dying breath has brought me life. I know that it is finished. I will not boast in anything. No gifts, no power, no wisdom. But I will boast in Jesus Christ, His death and resurrection. Why should I gain from His reward? I cannot give an answer, but this I know with all my heart: His wounds have paid my ransom.
We're coming back to come. Yeah. All right. So, welcome back. Just wanted to give an update on the screen. We have about 30 minutes left in our webcast tonight. It's gone pretty smoothly, and folks have been in and out and about at Pizza Hut and on our live stream here. And I thought I'd give an update. That number is through the platform we've been using for our Giving Tuesday. It's $1,085. But through our other platform that we use on a regular basis, which is on our website, it's called the Breeze platform. We've also received donations there, so we're actually up to around $1,200 or a little over $1,200 on our giving for Giving Tuesday, which is a remarkable. Again, Giving Tuesday is the biggest day of giving that we have here at App Wesley, and we are so thankful for everyone. We have some guests on with us. We're going to bring them back here in just a moment. But first, I'm going to bring in Kelsey and crew, whoever else is out with her at Pizza Hut. And let's swap here. And there they are. So, hey, Kelsey, how are things going on right now? You got a big crew. Who's all there with you?
It's Matt, Melanie, and
Chase
me.
was. Where'd
Chase
Chase
is
go?
eating dinner, so he's
Okay.
supporting.
Yeah, because remember, nobody can out Pizza the Hut.
Very true. So tell us how have things been over the last hour out there handing out flyers and such? What's the response look like out there?
As far as I'd say, come to the drive-thru. We've given them flyers so that they can work. Going pretty well. We're just braving the cold.
Oh, yeah.
It's not cold. Just the wind.
Okay, so everybody but Matt is cold. So.
They aren't true boonies if it's not just.
Know that the signal out at for some reason is not the greatest. But thanks for calling in. We did hear some of that. But we will see you back here
I know we're
shortly. Go ahead.
All right. Nobody can out Pizza.
All right. We will see you guys back here at Wesley in about 30 minutes or so. Thank you for handing out those flyers, and we'll see you soon.
See ya.
All right. We're going to cut them off because there they go. They're gone. All right. Let's bring back in our, here is our couch crew tonight. And we have with us here, Christy, an alumna of App Wesley, and we have Fred, who is with us, who is one of our board members and also helps lead the firewood ministry that many of our App Wesley students take part in. And then we have a new joiner tonight, a former board member, Catherine Christie, who is also an alumna of Wesley circa 2015.
17.
17.
I was there in 15, but yeah.
Okay. And you were also a board member for what, 6-7 years?
7 years, yeah.
Terms. So we're gonna ask you kind of what we asked everyone else that has joined the call. Is how did you become involved in Wesley, and how has it continued to be maybe an influence on your life?
Yeah, so I guess it was all kind of a fluke, which I'm sure is the same way for a lot of people. I didn't know a lot of people going to Appalachian. I'd only moved to North Carolina my junior year of high school, and most people from my high school went to other schools. So I had a random roommate, and although she was great, you know, we had our differences. So I figured out early on that I needed to make some other friends, and I went to the Spiritual Opportunities Fair. And people were like, we're going to Boone UMC right after this. Do you want to come? There's free lunch. And I was like, sure. So I came and jumped on the bus and had a fun time, but I wanted to try out other places to make sure that I didn't just kind of settle on the first thing that I did. So I went to another couple campus ministries, but came back on a Wednesday night. And it was actually kind of funny because not a ton of people talked to me. Like I felt like a little fly on the wall. And as a freshman, that's really hard. So I wasn't necessarily planning on going back. And then someone that went to Wesley, his name's Drew Morton. He's also an alumni. He was a senior when I was a freshman. Came running down the stairs at Wesley, and he was wearing an Iowa Hawkeyes baseball cap. And I grew up in Iowa. And so I was shocked to see that in Boone, and I followed him outside really weirdly and was like, hey, are you from Iowa? And he was like, yeah, we started talking, and he was like, we're actually going to McAdoo's for a friend's birthday. You should come along. And so I just went with this group of people that I'd never met before after worship to McAdoo's, and had my first cinnamon sensation with, to this day, some of my best friends. So it was all a very odd kind of turn of events. And if it wasn't for that moment, I don't know if I would still be or would have been involved in Wesley and would be here today. But Drew Morton now works at Camp Toccoa, so a lot of people know him that way. But as I said, still a great friend, and all those people at that thing were still really good friends of mine. So and just getting involved early on through that really kind of solidified that those were my friends. And so it became really my family through college, and I served in different roles. I was the intramural coordinator. I led a couple small groups, and I was a worship arts coordinator one year. And then my last year, I was the president with one of my friends, McGregor Knight, who's now a graduate of Duke Divinity School. So met some really, really great people through it, and was lucky enough to stay in Boone for a couple years after, and so continued to serve. I was on the board because the president serves on the board, so that's why I was on for 7 years. So I had 1 year as a student member, and then continued on for 3 more terms. So, or however that 6 years comes up. So yeah, so that's my story with Wesley.
And Catherine was on the board in my transitioning into the role here in 2020. And at that point, I think you were the treasurer, so you helped us in that time, and you were influential in our building project as well, giving your input and all that fun stuff. That was just an adventure.
It was an adventure. Been through lots of adventures at Wesley. But it was a great outside experience too, you know. So I was a business major, but didn't go. I went into marketing, not accounting. So doing any kind of, I probably shouldn't have been the treasurer if I'm being honest, but I learned a lot, and that was a really fun experience. And I'd been through a building project at my previous job, and so I had a little bit of experience with that. But it was neat getting that kind of life experience as well as all the other things. So super thankful for it. Glad that I got to help, and glad it helped me. So
I'm going to put you on the spot again.
Yeah.
because our other folks, before you jumped on and the song was playing, before we played that song, we asked the question of for you to maybe offer a word of encouragement, affirmation, or of hope to students currently and to those that may be here a year from now or beyond. What is something that you would want to just share with them, and maybe it may offer them encouragement?
Yeah. So I think my number one is just the relationships I made through Wesley are the strongest and most wonderful relationships I think that you can have. And I know that for people older than me and people younger than me, that the things that you go through in a campus ministry, spiritually and emotionally, like they just really have a way of forming you with the people around you and creating this bond that not everybody else gets in college when you're doing, more surface level things, just being busy, doing things in your major. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's a different environment. And I think because of that, you really get to know people's true selves. And that's not something that you get a lot in this world. And so I encourage people to be open with those relationships and, stay out late with those friends and really have those moments that you just get down to the nitty gritty of things because it means a lot. And as I said, it really builds those relationships. And then I would say that Wesley really also helped me realize how important it is to have a spiritual family outside of just youth group. Because I wasn't necessarily finding or interested in finding a campus ministry. As I said, I just kind of stumbled upon it. But I'm really involved in my church now. And I probably wouldn't have sought that out in a new town had it not been from being in Wesley and knowing how important that was to me. So even though it's hard, there's not as many young people or young adults in the church as we'd all like there to be. I think that it is a really great stepping stone into that and into service. And I encourage you to, give to your local churches while you're in college, but also when you're out of college, because those are amazing church families too. So just getting in that practice is really, really important. So those would be like my two big takeaways, I guess.
Sharing that. I leave pause there so that I can edit these at some point and put them in, for later use, for just to share with us throughout. So it is 7:42, and back maybe 3 or 4 weeks, I have people on the couch. So I'm looking at you all because you've been at worship most of the times, and I can't remember. Maybe it's about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Caitlin Stoves shared a song in worship that was an original song that was written. I don't know when it was written, but it was one that fit in perfectly with the scripture that we were using in our series during that time. And she didn't want it called out, but Ethan Butler, who was on earlier, who was also one of our worship leaders, put it out during worship, saying that Caitlin was going to be sharing a song with us that night. And so I wanted to take this moment before we hopped off of here to share that song. So you guys can hang on with us if you want to, and we're going to share that, and we will be right back.
So I'm going to make Caitlin mad real quick. This next song you guys are not going to recognize, and that's because tonight is very special, and you guys get to hear a Caitlin Stoves original song, and we put it in the lineup because it really fits with Justin's message tonight. So you're not going to know the song, so I encourage you to kind of look at the screens and look at the words of this song because they're great words and I think a great reminder for exactly what Justin was talking about tonight.
this chorus before we go in. Here's how it goes. We give you. Need to find the key first. We give. Oh, still haven't found it. Sorry. We give you the highest praise. You deserve it all. You deserve it all.
I was asking about this.
So I played that TikTok because that reminds me of many, many days where I'm like, I don't remember how it goes. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that was funny. So I've just been sharing some TikToks throughout the night of worship fails that have been pretty funny. There was one that hopefully I can share before we get going tonight. Maybe some of you have seen it. It may not just be on TikTok, but this pastor was visiting a family. They were all singing, like it was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 people sitting around in the backyard of this family's home, and they were singing a cappella, like "Amazing Grace" or something, or "How Great Thou Art," something like that. And he was on a swing, and it shows you how much they value their pastor, because they don't help him. It's queuing up, but I'll play that in just a moment. You'll laugh. It's a good one. So we got like 8 minutes before we call it a night on our Giving Tuesday webcast. Catherine and Christy it's Catherine, Christy, and Christy who are with us, and then we have still folks on the couch. So I'm going to put you guys on the spot now on the couch because you've had plenty of time to think about it. Because I've asked these folks, sorry, Catherine, didn't mean to highlight you. I need to highlight these folks. So there are going to be people, you've shared this before in other videos, and maybe you want to share the same thing, but there are going to be people who are going to enter Wesley. And what is something that you want to share with folks, maybe new students in the spring, that we can share with them about why would they want to be involved here at the Wesley Foundation?
I can go ahead and get started.
Well, hold on, because you're not on the camera, so I'll have to pan it over to you in a minute. Rhett?
I would say the community that Wesley is makes a big difference in making it more than just a campus ministry, because this is a place where we come and get to grow our faith and worship, but this is also where we come hang out together and get into mischief and watch sporting events. And no matter if you're having a good day or a bad day, you can come here and be put in a good mood by those around you. And just getting to come together to worship and have things like meals and service makes it all better.
Nice. Let's go down the line.
Okay. It's not my name.
It's
yeah. It's really nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kelsey.
Yeah, one of them. I would just say it was a big deal for me to be surrounded with 5 people that had similar, like, a mindset to me that, like, didn't want necessarily the normal college experience, like going out and everything. So being surrounded with, like, like-minded individuals was something I found really beautiful about this.
Nice. Zachary?
Okay, Brett. So one thing that brought me to Wesley many moons ago as a freshman was the free meals on Monday nights. If it weren't for those, I probably wouldn't have even known this place existed. But, you know, I had a free meal and haven't really left since. But no, this place is really special to me. For anybody coming in, it's a place where you can go from joking around, doing the most obscure things, to being so theological, all in the same night sometimes, you know. You can go from one extreme to the next, and it's just something that I really value. So I enjoyed both aspects of that, along with the free meals.
I know I said in the welcoming video we did, or whatever. But Wesley it's really just like a family, and it's a very welcoming space, which is always great when you're a freshman in college, and it's an entirely new environment. So it's just really nice to come into a place with, like y'all had said, like-minded people, and just be welcome no matter what, and just talk about your faith and your journey in that, and have people that want to help you grow in that faith. So just having that community and family aspect of it is just a really amazing thing that is great at a really new place.
Kenan.
It's a very peaceful building. I like that. I mean, obviously we get up to our shenanigans here, but even then, there's a level of comfort in knowing that things are the way that they are here, that you know that there are people that will listen to you, and that there are people that respect you and give you self-love. I think that's a very nice feeling to have. And it's a way to reach out and help other people. You know, whether it's something as taking somebody else's plate or going over to firewood ministry. See you on Saturday. But
How dare you!
There's a lot of good things about this building. It's a very grateful building. So
nice.
Also, you're a very good pastor.
Well.
We'll leave that up for debate for the next city.
I mean, we still have worship tomorrow night. Thank you, and let me fix the camera. As I do that, though, I'm going to update folks. We had a few other donations come in. Thank you to our folks, our friends who have helped throughout. Sorry, I've got people at Pizza Hut texting me when they can come back for Bible study, because it is 5 to 9, but you know, it's all good. So I want to thank all of our donors today, and those who are recurring donors throughout the year who help our annual ministry. Add $150 to this, so that would be $1,385 raised today. And again, Giving Tuesday is a big day for App Wesley in the year to help our annual ministry fund, which supports the mission. Who was here when I asked the mission statement? Were you here?
I was here.
To put
All right.
Christian principles
No.
into practice.
To make disciples of Jesus
No.
Christ.
Programs.
To make
Don't give the answer away. I was going to ask the.
Mind and body for all.
Oh, well, good. That's a good mission statement, but that's not ours. Oh, okay. Well, we're not the YMCA. Glad he can remember the YMCA, but he can't remember
Well, I
App
worked
Wesley's.
there all summer, and the summer before that, I lived there. So yeah.
I know.
Anyway, you didn't live there. All right, so I've got to fix the camera, but I'm going to fix the camera during the TikTok. Here's that TikTok that I was talking about.
Then pastor break the swing at an outdoor singing, and everyone just keeps singing.
How great thou art, then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great
I never missed a beat. Laying on the ground. That's hilarious to me because they're still laying on them. Nobody helped them up till after they finished How Great Thou Art. All right, and Carol, we're live. So what was your answer to the question about what would you share about Wesley and why would you invite someone here?
For inclusion, and as you can see from the people right behind me, one thing that I want to share is that you're not alone with finding a campus ministry, because there are a lot of different campus ministries on campus, and what I got out of App Wesley is how inclusive it is, and how all these people helped me develop my social skills. I'm a very shy person, and I'm kind of a shy person who doesn't make eye contact very well. But I've had these wonderful people right beside me who have helped me make wonderful eye contact, and I'm still improving.
So I'm going to put everybody on the screen. We have hit the 8 o'clock hour. We've been doing this for 3 hours now. And so it's a lot of fun, actually. We'll do it again in 365 days because I don't think I can sit on a web stream for 3 hours again. I don't know who all else has joined us. If y'all want to come on the couch, we'll say goodbye to our friends, our alumni, which is, got to use the plurals right. And Stratton, Lindy have joined us on the couch. And so there's sort of a new tradition for you all that.
Yes, old people.
No, see, I'm not saying that. I'm doing like two.
He's not saying it, he's implying.
I'm not implying nothing. I that. There we go. So after worship, there's a news that somehow has picked up, and this is what will close us out tonight. And it's what we close worship with every night. So I pulled the last one. That's what is it?
Doxology.
No.
Oh,
So you can hang around and see what happens after we sing the doxology in worship. And so thanks everyone for joining us for this, and take a listen, enjoy. And if you have anything else you want to share with App Wesley, you can email me or text us or website, Facebook, social media, all over the place. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Chrissy, for joining us live tonight and sharing with us. And so take a look at our new tradition after worship.